Simra says, what is the difference between zakat and taxes? And this question is exactly like if someone says, what is the difference between standing up in prayers to Allah Azza wa Jal and standing up for the national anthem, for example. Standing up for the national anthem is something that is fabricated. It's imitating the disbelievers, and it's standing for something other than Allah Azza wa Jal. And this is a custom that people are unfortunately getting to develop. They are picking up such practice in the Muslim world. And this is totally prohibited, as the great scholars of Islam said. The funny thing is, when the Quran is recited, nobody stands up. When the mentioning of the Prophet ﷺ is there, nobody stands up. And when they play the national anthem, they make it a crime if you don't stand up. Now, if you come to zakat and taxation, zakat is one of the pillars of Islam. And zakat has been appointed and prescribed by Allah Azza wa Jal. He's the one who created the heavens and the earth, and He's the one who told us how to worship Him. Taxation, it is something that is man-made. This is something that is not from Islam. And the vast majority of scholars say that taxation is prohibited. The Prophet ﷺ said in the farewell sermon that your wealth, your blood, meaning your safety, and your reputation are all sacred upon one another. It is haram to violate. You cannot take people's wealth without their concession and approval, regardless who you are. You cannot harm them in their bodies or kill them. And you cannot slander them, backbite them, or lie about them, because this affects their reputation and their honor. Now we find that people are taking it for granted that, yes, it's okay for you to take percentage of my wealth, whether it's customs or taxes or... Now, some scholars have said that this is permissible when the government is in need. But who determines when the government is in need? And who determines what the government is going to do with this taxation that it collects from me? Is it beneficial for me or not? So there is no comparison, none whatsoever, between a pillar of Islam and something that the vast majority of Muslims, scholars, say that it is haram. Taxation is man-made. Zakat is from Allah the Almighty. It can be 2.5% on certain things. It can be 5%. It can be 10%. And it can be more than that, whether it's taxation or not, whether it's zakat or not, as in the case of rikaz. Now, all of this is to be paid not to the wealthy. It is to be paid for the poor, the needy, and the rest of the 8 categories that Allah had mentioned in verse 60, chapter 9 of Surah At-Tawbah. So this is for the welfare of the whole ummah, if we are able to do this and follow it.